Hey, what's going on, Pisces? Butch here. I am going to do your October read. It is for the month of October. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Celtic Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Here's what we have for Pisces for October 2022. All right, Pisces. So the first thing I see, Pisces, I feel like there's someone around you that has, from what I can see, this person's crazy about you. I feel like this person wants to be with you. I feel like this person, they feel a strong connection to you. It's much deeper than what we see on the outside. And I feel like the reason why that is because I feel like this person is a bit guarded. I do feel like this person, I feel like there is some fear in this person. They're afraid to show you how they feel. I feel like it comes out a little bit, but I feel like how this person truly feels about you, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. I feel like this person deals with a lot of internal struggle. I feel like, there's that anxiety, not being able to sleep. It's eating away at them. And with that Five of Wands as well, there's that internal struggle because this person wants to grab you and hold on to you and never let you go. But there's also that fear. And that's what they struggle with. They know what they want. We have the Two of Wands and we have the Two of Cups. They know what they want. What they want is to be with you. But I feel like with this person, it's very hard. I feel like they have a hard time trusting themselves. Trusting themselves around you. Trusting, that they won't walk themselves up into a trap. This person wants to be with you. They want to make you happy. But there is that underlying fear that stops them. This person, like I said, that late night, that anxiety has got them overwhelmed. I feel like this person has never felt this way about anyone. It's a true connection that they haven't felt, and that's why they're crazy about you. They're falling hard and they can't stop themselves. All they can do is try to, slow themselves down. But the fear part of it is as I feel like this person, they have a hard time opening up. And I feel like it's because of the fact that I feel like they don't have the best track record. I feel like they're tired of being hurt. They're tired of putting themselves out there and being let down. And I feel like they've been let down plenty in their life. And I feel like it's almost like they know what they want. They want you, but they're afraid. And that fear is crippling them. You know, they're crazy about you, and I feel like the stronger their feelings become for you, the harder it is for them to open up. I mean, I feel like this person, I mean, they only think about you. You're the only one on their mind. You know, and all they want to do is make you happy. You know, with that Nine of Cups, that emotional fulfillment, they want you to be happy. And they believe that they can make you happy. You know, they believe that you'll make them happy, you know, ongoing. You know, you make them happy so far, but they feel like there's so much more happiness that you could share together. But like I said, I feel like every time they start to feel that overwhelming feeling just to reach out and grab you, there's that internal struggle that steps up again, and that fear that holds them back. You know, I feel like with this person, like I said, they want so much to just step out and just be honest with you and tell you exactly how they feel. And I feel like I said, there's that, it's a huge internal struggle within them, because it's like there's a part of them that's just screaming to get out, and they just want to reach out and tell you exactly how they feel. They want to confess their love. They want to confess their true feelings for you. But like I said, I feel like that fear keeps creeping up into their head. You know, they think you're too good to be true. And I feel like they may from time to time kind of overanalyze the situation. You know, they've been doing a good job of talking themselves out of this, but I feel like I don't feel like it's working anymore. You know, I feel like they're coming up with less reasons to open up to you and more reasons too. You know, and I do see this finally taking a big forward step. I do feel like this person is finally going to admit their feelings to you. They're going to open up. They're going to communicate with you. You know, they're gonna tell you what they want. And like I said, once they open up to you, then we can finally move forward with this. But as it sits, I mean, I feel like in the beginning of all this, it doesn't matter what you do. This is all on them. They need to step this up. They need to open up. And like I said, I feel like the communication is coming. I feel like they are going to open up to you, and I feel like you're finally going to see how crazy this person is about you. You know, I see them being very honest, you know, with that Queen of Swords, but there's also that King of Cups energy. It's very, you know, unconditional love that this person has for you may surprise you. But I don't feel like it's going to be a complete surprise, because I do feel like you've been waiting for it. You know, I feel like you felt those feelings as well. But it's almost like I said, the fact that they've been holding back, I feel like it's kind of thrown you off. But like I said, I feel like you've been waiting for this, and I feel like what you've been waiting for is finally going to come about. And we're finally going to start building a foundation here. You know, once this person opens up to you, once this person gives into their true feelings for you, I feel like there's a lot of forward movement to be had here. I feel like this person, once they're in, they're all in. You know, I see a strong union between the two of you, with that the Druid, which is the Hierophant in this tarot deck. You know, I see a strong union, and then we have that family card as well. So once this person's in, they're all in. You know, I feel like they've been held back by fear long enough, and they're not going to let it hold them back any longer, because like I said, I do see them opening up. I do see them taking that leap of faith, and I do see the two of you finding happiness with each other. You know, with that Sun card. You know, and as this person opens up to you, like I said, I see a lot of forward movement. I do see this person making you an offer. You know, once they allow themselves to break those walls down, the sky is the limit here. You know, sometimes the hardest part isn't finding the person you're meant to be with. Sometimes the hardest part is believing yourself, trusting the feelings you have for the right person. Sometimes the hardest thing is taking that leap of faith. With that Fool card at the beginning of the journey. But like I said, this person's crazy about you. They've been crazy about you. And I feel like they've been holding these feelings back way too long. I mean, this is very common, for people to not trust in themselves, people to like think things are too good to be true. So it's almost like they hold back and they hesitate and they wait. And a lot of times they lose that person because of it. Sometimes they even do the self-sabotaging. But with this person, I feel like they've been fighting it, but I feel like they're losing that fight. They've been losing. Every time it comes to a point where they can open up to you, I feel like they maybe distance themselves, but I feel like that is coming to an end. Like I said, once they open up, once they feel like, once they feel that overwhelming urge to reach out and grab you, they're not going to want to ever let you go. And like I said, I feel like, I'd like to say this is a surprise to you, but I feel like you've been waiting for it. Like with that Three of Wands, I feel like you've been waiting for it. You knew there was something else here. I feel like you've been patient with them, and I feel like your patience is going to pay off. Sometimes when we're with the right person, it's not always effortless. It's not always going to just fall into place no matter how many people tell you. And some people, it does work out that way for them, but some people, it's all about being patient. It's all about waiting for and trusting in yourself and waiting for things to play the way they need to be played out. And with this, like I said, once this person opens up, they're going to express how they've been feeling for you. And I feel like I said, I feel like it's going to come. I feel like the confession may be a little bit surprising because of the depth of how much they care about you. I don't feel like you're going to be surprised that they want more from you. With this person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have some Aries, some Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We also have some Taurus as well. Some people just... that's the thing about TV that I laugh about. I mean, I love a good romantic movie, but I laugh about it sometimes because sometimes they seem so cookie cutter. It seems like it all works the same way, this and that, the other thing. But I've heard stories from people that I know in a personal fashion, and I've heard stories about people, losing the person that they love the most because they didn't know what to do with it. They could be surrounded by that person, and every day they just want to reach out and grab that person and tell them how they feel and protect them. But like I said, some people can be convinced that some things are too good to be true. And it's not saying that you're not going to run into that once or 10 times in your life, that there's going to be situations that seem too good to be true, but the feelings that this person have for you, they're not a facade. They're not fake. It's all about taking that risk. And sometimes you got to risk it all. Sometimes you got to fight your own mind. Sometimes you got to make heart over head decisions. And that's what we have here. They know what they want. And until now, they didn't know how to get it. And like I said, sometimes I feel like there's that thought keeps coming in my mind is like, this is too good to be true. When we're hurt in relationships by someone, someone that you may not necessarily be in love with, but somebody you care about, when that person hurts you, it stays with you. And then one day you meet someone that you truly love, and then those thoughts start creeping back up. You got to put a barricade to that shit, because that doesn't you no good. It does your person no good. You know, every situation is different, and us thinking, you know, holding back because we're afraid it's going to play out like something else played out, it's not helpful to us. You know, like I always, my go-to piece of advice for that type of situation is treat your past relationship like books. You know, some you learned from, you enjoyed it, but it just wasn't the book for you. It wasn't the perfect book for you, but you enjoyed it, you know, and there were some really bad books. You know, take lessons from all the books you've read, but you don't have to reread them. And don't hold the future accountable for what the past did. You know, you read a terrible book, throw it away. Never think about it again. You know, take from what you need to, but let the rest go. You know, because if you carry all these books with you that you've read in your lifetime, there's going to be a heavy load one day. And it's doing you no good. You know, there is that perfect book out there for you. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.